And our goal for this year is driving demand, and we're having it in London, Ontario, and it's in the summer, August 14th to 16th. It's the middle of the week in the summer. The history of it, so that you know, it first started 2 years ago in 2016, and it came about because we brought up the National Beef Strategy, which I'm sure some of you are aware of. They put that together, after 2010, 2012, and we're trying to figure out a way to make the beef industry have a national strategy where we're all working, we're all pulling in the same direction. And they came up with 4 pillars to work on that. And one of the things they said was that we need to have a national meeting place. We need all sectors of this beef industry to get together at the same place where we can network, we can educate, we can talk about different areas, and we can learn to work together to make a national thing. So it started in 2016 and was held in Calgary. They did it again in Calgary last year in 2017. There was over 700 people in attendance from across the country. There's trade shows, but we had a lot of people. Actually, for the banquet on the Wednesday night this past year, there was 825 people, I think, that sat down to eat. So there was a large turnout from all different sectors of the industry. There's 4 major partners that kind of bought into the national strategy in having this conference, and they came together and worked to put this together. And the 4 partners are, some of them you'll be quite aware of. The Canadian Cattlemen's Association is a strong driver behind this. Canada Beef, their job is to market Canadian beef both locally and around the world. The Beef Cattle Research Council, so they're in charge of doing most of the research that impacts Canadian beef industry, so they came in. And the last one is the Canadian Beef Breeds Council. So some of you won't know what that is, but what happens is all the purebred organizations in Canada all have their own organizations, their own CEOs. And when we were trying to market our purebred cattle abroad, it was becoming difficult, very cumbersome, cost effective. And then when the governments would have trade missions, they wouldn't know, do we ask the Angus person or do we ask the Charolais? We can't take them all, who do we ask? So now they've formed a Canadian Beef Breeds Council. So that's a collaboration of all the purebred breeds in Canada, and that's how they work on the international trade. Their other job is they work with CFIA to try and help and assist or ease in the export of animals or embryos. So those are the 4 partners. That's not all the partners we need. That's not all the aspects of the industry yet, but it's a good start. In 2017, the national cattle feeders also became involved. So we're starting to get some more sectors into that and expanding our involvement. These are some pictures from the first one. So lots of time to visit and meet people. Huge turnouts for the speakers. Try to have some delicious meals. So for this year, our goal is to be the meeting place of the Canadian beef industry. So when you're in Ontario, this is a perfect time for you to come and actually get involved in the Canadian beef industry. The Canadian Cattlemen's Association, all different organizations have meetings there. So all of those people are there. You get to hear about what they're thinking about, what their next moves, what their plans are. We decided for 2018 that we would focus on the demand pillar of the National Beef Strategy. So we want to try and, its goal is to increase the beef demand, both nationally and globally. And so our kind of second goal is trying to get the right product to the right consumer every time. So that's kind of the plan. So on Monday, August 13th of that week, Beef Farmers of Ontario are going to do a farm tour. So we're hoping to showcase Ontario beef industry to everybody nationally that's coming to that. And people from Ontario are more than welcome to join as well. So they're going to be showing just different aspects, feedlots, cow-calf, that sort of things that are kind of unique to Ontario so that the rest of the country can get a picture of that. Then from Tuesday to Thursday, and then there's going to be some keynote speakers, some educational speakers, hopefully live cattle demos. We're working on that. Lots of networking opportunities so you can get used to and meet people that are in the same sector as you or different sections of the sector from across the country. And then on Friday, we're hoping to have some tours to try and showcase some of the tourist areas in Ontario for people from out of province that would like to go, like Niagara Falls. There's lots of industry meetings that go on at the same time as to try and collaborate with everything. So the Roundtable for Sustainable Beef will be there, Verified Beef Production, the Young Cattlemen's Council, the Canadian Beef Checkoff Agency, Genome Alberta, and Canadian Cattlemen Committee meetings. Those are all going on at the same time. I think there was 34 meetings that went on concurrently last year with the conference. So there's lots of that as well, and they do let you sit in on them. We have a trade show similar kind of to this. There was over 50 exhibitors last year, so we're hoping for at least that many or maybe a few more. Canada Beef did cutting demos to try and show you how to use different cuts of beef. Some social times in the trade show as well, giveaways and prizes. And networking, we try and spend a lot of time trying to get people to talk about issues and concerns in the beef industry, because I think the more we talk, the better we can handle these problems. So there's a opening reception Tuesday night, banquet Wednesday night, and a wind down Thursday night. So before I close, the only thing I'd like to say is that, them making a leap to bring it to Ontario is really important for the Ontario beef industry. This is our time to showcase our industry. So we need you there. When we get the sponsors to come, they want to know how many primary producers are coming, how many cattlemen, how many cow-calf guys, how many feedlot. They check all that because they'd like to come. So this is your chance to go and kind of hear about the national beef industry and show the national beef industry about Ontario beef industry, okay? So we hope to see you there. Thank you. I'll give you that.